y'all, so I wanted to do a little walkthrough tour since I haven't done one in a little over a month now. Just show you how things are going and how things are growing. So my apricot tree is growing really good. It's gotten a lot bigger since last month. This is my peanut butter tree. We had hundreds of blossoms on it. It's a new tree. None of them took, but it's re-sprouting blossoms again. We'll see what happens. I ordered some white oak leaves to mulch. I put in the mulch. I read white oak is a good mulching leaf for this tree. It gives good nutrients for it. We'll see what happens. It's a new tree. I just bought it. So it's young. We'll see what happens. Maybe next season we'll have some fruit. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some of these little blossoms to actually hold this time. What's really funny is the flowers, these little flowers, smell like peanut butter. I actually got up to it the other day and I could not even believe it. The flowers actually smell like peanut butter. But anyway, so everything's just kind of going as is. The strawberries aren't producing too much anymore, just a strawberry here and there. Found another tomato in with the strawberries. This is actually producing. I've pulled tomatoes off it. I left it. I had to move the bell peppers. I'll show you why in a little bit. I left 2 totes of bell peppers. I'll show you why in a little bit. I'll go this way. The okra, it's going. It's pretty tall now. It's producing. I pull in about 5 or 6 okra a day. We have a gallon size bag that we go through. It's in the freezer that we eat weekly now. The tomatoes over here. I've got some celery growing here. Turmeric. I put some new golden raspberries out. They're kind of not liking the sun. We'll see how they do. This is a new blueberry plant I put out. This is a new one actually. This is a new variety. It's the peach sorbet. It's supposed to be a really sweet blueberry. We'll see next season. I'll have to keep you posted. The bananas are all doing really good over here. I have a surprise melon. I don't know what it is. I had stuck a few different types of melons over here. Most of them died off. This one did really good. I have this good sized melon here. I have a Minnesota midget back there that's not doing so hot. It's pretty small. It's all the way back there. My mom says, grow scarlet runners. They're beautiful. These are 4 scarlet runner seeds. I can't even see my fence anymore. It's grown into the neighbors. It's all the way up into the neighbor's tree. It's all the way over there. This fence used to be bare. You can't see it anymore. So, yeah. I'll get over to the other side and show you what's growing over there. But these are all the tomatoes. My tomato forest, which we've already seen. I've shown a couple videos of these guys. And then the raspberry plant, the raspberries are just about ripe now. And then the flowers that I showed the other day, those are still coming along down here. Lots of flowers down there. Actually, there's quite a few flowers down there. More strawberries, more celery. I started some more cucumbers here. This is where I had the bell peppers. On my last tour, I had showed you these totes were all empty. I had just stuck seeds in them. My bright idea to stick more watermelon and viney plants next to non-viney plants. I don't quite know what I was thinking, but as they started to grow, I told my husband he had to move the totes for me because there was no way I wanted to lose my bell peppers next to viney plants. The cucumbers we can work with and get those up, so I told him he could leave this one here, but this I need to work up. But we have, this is oh my gosh, I lost it right now. My mom knows. Korean melon. There we go. These are Korean melon. This is another type of squash. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's a little round squash. I've got watermelon in this one. We see watermelons already growing there. There's another one here. There's strawberry watermelon and another type I can't remember at the moment. I've got some more honey nut squash started here. And then I just found down here on my other honey nut squash, where are you? Here, we have a honey nut squash growing there, pretty good. Here's some more okra. Wanted to get through here, and then I can show you what's growing on the other side of the fence. This is where my golden royals are, the watermelon, and my zucchini. I've got another zucchini I've got to harvest there. My husband's sick of zucchini. I've already brought in several. Here we've got spaghetti squash kind of growing everywhere. It's literally everywhere. I think there's one there. I've got another one down there. There's another one growing there. They're kind of everywhere when you start looking. But yeah, here's the scarlet runners again. I kind of can't see anything over here too much with the scarlet runners. But this is the other side. I've got my broccoli plant here. All the tomatoes, which have really big tomatoes on there. They're all through there. They're really big ones. The big ones haven't started to ripen yet. Just a few of them of my purple Cherokees have started to ripen, but those tomatoes, oh my gosh, I lost it right now. The beefsteaks, those have not ripened yet. And there's my golden royal. There's one there. There's another one in the tote here. There's another one down here. And then I was going through over here. And lo and behold, I found another one. So they literally could be anywhere, because this plant does go beyond here, and I don't go back there, so I'm probably gonna have to start searching it up over there. Actually, I even see more plant that way. So these are my walking onions. No, these are my bunching onions. My walking onions are the other way. These are the bunching onions. These are all my carrots. Last time they weren't too much to look at. Now they're almost ready. I have another tomato plant here. I actually started planting more of the Soldier Thai long beans. Those are probably my favorite beans now. They are so good. I will probably only be growing those from now on. Anybody who likes beans, I would definitely recommend growing those. Those are really good beans. I put some here. I've put some in other places. Now that I've tried them, they're really good. Those are the Thai Soldier long beans. Really good. Very tasty bean. Got some lettuce. I have some wild exotic lettuce growing, and they make the most beautiful leaves. It just doesn't taste good, but they have the most beautiful flower when they bloom. Look at these flowers. Aren't they beautiful? And it comes from the purple, this purple stuff down here, this stuff that tastes disgusting. It's very bitter, but the flowers are so beautiful. And then I have my cacais here. I tried a new set. These, again, are not doing so hot still. The ones over here do not like the full sun. These are in partial shade, and they're still not super happy. They're growing a little better than the other ones in the full sun. So I'd put some way back over there by the tomatoes in the shade. We'll see how those do. I'm determined to try to get those to grow. We've got popolo growing everywhere. I did not plant that. It came from the plants last year. Nobody will eat it. My husband said he liked it. He put too much in his food, and now he hates it. So it's there for looks. I did clear out this section from our last video. This was all overgrown with sweet potato. I see I missed a sweet potato, which means there's an actual potato in the ground there. More sweet potato through here. It's all growing. This is my yellow squash. See, we're pretty far away from the green squash. So I'm not sure how I ended up with a green squash on my yellow squash plant. The green squash is actually dying, so I'm wondering if it was just some weird fluke. See, it's not gonna grow. It looks like it's gonna shrivel up. It's some strange fluke on this plant. But I only have 2 plants in this tote, and they're both yellow squash. I harvested the yellow off this one last week, and I harvested 1 yellow off this one. and there's still one growing. And then we've got blackberries starting to grow there. I've got more blackberries growing over there. I don't know if I'm zooming in on them right, but they're over there. Oh, right there. And then you see how everything's growing. This tomato plant is not doing so hot because my neighbor's tree keeps falling into our yard. Their tree up there keeps breaking off. It's a nice tree, but the long stems get heavy and break into our yard, and the part of their tree broke off last week and smashed my lovely tomato plant. So this one is not doing so hot right now, but it's full of fruit. And then here's our lemon drop. I know I did a video the other day. This one, you know, I said if you wanted to grow lemon drop watermelon, it would be kind of fun. I've already pulled 6 lemon drop off this plant, and I went back and I looked again. Like I said on the video, there was 2 here. I actually found some more today. I found another one here. There's another one here. There's another one I just found here. So, and that's not even with me really looking. So, and the plant is all through here. It goes all the way in here, and it actually goes into there, and then it goes all the way over through here. So it's probably got even more. And then my other squash that was over here, the candy squash, that is no longer producing. If it is, it's producing in my neighbor's yard and I can't see it anymore. But that I ended up planting a couple more seeds. We'll see if it makes it before the end of the season. I'm not sure. But I've got a pumpkin ready down there. I have another one growing on my fence here. And I've already harvested one that was like a teeny tiny nothing. And then we have the lemon tree growing. Oh, and I have this that my mom and Gary told me that they're probably gonna come over this weekend and help me harvest. That has been up there since December. It made it through the winter. They finally plumped up. There's a couple that didn't make it at the top. You can see the ones in the back that just aren't plumping up at all. Those aren't gonna make it. But the rest are nice and big, and Gary said it's time to bring the tree down and the bananas. So I have a ton of banana trees back here. I'll take you around the other side because I've got more. Okay, I'll take you over to see the other bananas, but real quick. This is where we've got the tomatillos growing. This is where I moved the bell peppers too, because of my crazy idea of thinking I could put viney plants next to bell peppers. But here's the tomatillos. We've got some tomatillos growing throughout here. I've got some bell peppers starting to grow here. I've got some really big bell peppers on the other plants. Here's some more bell peppers. Here's my husband's hot peppers. There's these. These are chocolate ghost peppers, so these should be ripening soon. These are his big black mamas, finally starting to get peppers on them. I had to move these to the shade. Everybody says peppers do so well in the sun, but if you look at these plants, these were in the sun, and if you look, all these old leaves, they hate the sun. I moved them to the shade about 2 weeks ago, and look at all this fresh foliage that's coming in. Peppers like shade. They like shade. They don't like the sun. And I learned that actually last summer, and I even though I learned that last summer, I went ahead and stuck these out in the sun still, and they looked awful. So I moved them to the shade, and the new foliage coming in looks amazing. I'll actually do a video on the other peppers I have at my back door and on my patio in the shade, to show how good they look in the shade and how much fruit they grow in the shade. They do not like the sun like everybody says they do. They don't. These plants would not hold fruit at all until I moved them to the shade. These guys were holding the fruit, just not that much. I mean, even the plants are tiny if you look at them. And these are older than the ones I have on my patio, which I'll show you in another video. They just don't do well in full sun. Even in afternoon shade, they don't like it. I moved these guys under the banana trees like 2-3 weeks ago, and they are doing so much better. So much better. But anyway, so these are the rest of the banana trees. I've got another set of bananas right there. Those will probably be ready in about, I hope I'm getting it right there, in about 2 months, hopefully. This one, I believe, is going to fruit soon. It's the biggest banana tree I have, and it has not shown a flag leaf yet, but I think that's a flag leaf coming up now. So soon, very soon. This is the fig tree that came up from seed. The last video I showed you, it was not this big. It's huge now, and it still has no fruit. So I don't know if I should hold out for next summer and see if it gives fruit, or if it's got to go. I don't know. It's pretty big. It's like 12 feet tall now, and there's nothing on it but leaves. Anyway, found a broccoli plant that came up since our last video, our last walkthrough. And then we're back over here. My blueberry plants are still there. They look about the same. All the fruit's gone. A couple pieces are left. My double mahoys, they're getting pretty big. The babies under them are getting pretty big. Hopefully we'll have some fruit before summer ends. They're getting pretty big. And then I guess that's it. I got a couple melons on the... Oh, you know what? As I'm standing here, I see more watermelons. I showed you the 2 bigger ones. There's another one here. Another one there. So there's 4 on these now. We'll see how these go. These are your more traditional watermelons. Like I said, there's strawberry, watermelon, and I can't remember the name of the other one. I'd have to go look it up. But I just kind of tossed them in just to see what would happen. But anyway, that's my garden tour and my update from the last time, about a little over a month ago, on how everything is going. I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Take care. Bye.